When you take a close look at the Green Bay Packers' offensive lineup, it becomes evident where their major weakness lies. While Rashid Walker and Zach Tom show promise as young tackles, the lack of depth behind them is alarming, an issue that was highlighted after Andre Dillard's disappointing performance against the Cleveland Browns last Saturday. The situation is further complicated by the fact that developmental players like Kadeem Telfort and Caleb Jones don't seem like viable alternatives. Given these circumstances, the best solution may come in the form of a familiar face. The market for offensive tackles in August is as slim as one might expect, and the most skilled player still available is undoubtedly former Packers All-Pro David Bakhtiari. Bakhtiari's knee troubles led to his release as a cap casualty back in March, but there was a glimmer of hope when he received a positive medical update in May. According to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport, Bakhtiari underwent follow-up exams after undergoing additional surgeries and was declared on track to return in 2024. While it's concerning that Bakhtiari hasn't had any workouts with NFL teams as we approach the start of the regular season, his plan is to be fully healthy before making any final decisions. Even if he isn't ready for Week 1, the Packers could still consider bringing him back later in the season, especially since Rashid Walker is set to start anyway. At this stage in his career, given that Bakhtiari has only played 13 games over the last 3 seasons, it's unrealistic to expect him to be a starter. Additionally, Walker performed well down the stretch last season. He is young, and he comes at a low cost. However, Bakhtiari would make an excellent contingency plan. Currently, Andre Dillard and Kadeem Telfort are the immediate backups, but if the Packers find themselves needing to rely on either of them in a regular season game, head coach Matt LaFleur would likely have to adjust the offensive scheme to protect them. Bakhtiari would undoubtedly be an upgrade over any of the current backup options, and even after suffering a severe injury late in 2020, he played at a high level when healthy. One potential issue could be whether Bakhtiari would be open to playing at right tackle if necessary, but in that case, Walker could potentially shift to the right side temporarily. Financial considerations also play a significant role in any potential reunion between the Packers and Bakhtiari. The first question is whether Bakhtiari would even be interested in returning to Green Bay as a backup, a decision that might depend on the lack of starting opportunities elsewhere. The second factor is financial. The Packers released Bakhtiari in March because he was set to earn nearly $20 million this year, a figure that was unrealistic given his injury history. Would Bakhtiari be willing to return to the NFL for a contract closer to the veteran minimum? If a return happens, his contract would likely offer minimal guarantees, include injury waivers, and feature performance-based incentives. If Bakhtiari finds a starting role, or at least the opportunity to compete for one with another team, the financial package would likely be more substantial. But if no team extends that opportunity, the idea of returning to Green Bay, where he's familiar with the quarterback and the offensive system, might be appealing. A number of things would need to align for a Bakhtiari Packer reunion in 2024, but the prospect isn't as far-fetched as it seemed just 5 months ago.